I am Cedar Grove. 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 I'm Cedar Grove. I am Cedar Grove.
We are Cedar Grove!
The Cedar Grove school system is the backbone of the community. Our schools are not only centers of learning, they are also the focal point of social activity, recreation, volunteerism, and community spirit. Our schools are precious resources. They should be a continuing source of pride for our residents. Economic times are difficult. Cities and towns throughout the nation are struggling with hard financial realities. The school budgeting process in Cedar Grove is used to carefully and efficiently allocate scarce funding in order to provide the best possible educational services.
The vision that we have is that we need to continue moving forward in a positive direction and give all of our kids opportunities that are extracurricular, but bringing back our focus for academics.
From 1957 to 2001, 45 school budgets had been voted upon in Cedar Grove. Support from voters was generally strong, and 35 of the 45 budgets were approved. However, during the last 9 years, support has fallen dramatically. 5 of the last 9 budgets have failed. In the last 4 years alone, only 1 budget has been approved. For a township considered one of the wealthiest in the state, this is not only highly unusual, but very disturbing.
Choose not to support a budget, and your budget goes down. And now you have a perception of a town that does not support education. And I don't care if your town, if you can all say you do, but you don't pass your budget, and your perception will be that Cedar Grove doesn't care about their education.
I believe that the children deserve the advantages that other school districts have.
The truth of the matter is, dollars affect test scores. As much as people don't want to believe it, past budgets affect performance.
When a school budget fails, state law requires that the budget must then go before the local municipal government for review. In Cedar Grove, the town council is charged with reviewing the budget and is given 3 options. They can leave the budget intact, increase it, or make cuts as the council members see fit. Faced with a defeated budget, many mayors and councils in New Jersey work cooperatively with their boards of education. This is not, however, the procedure in Cedar Grove. Instead, an outside consultant is hired at a cost of thousands of dollars and charged with determining what cuts to recommend. Unfortunately, as an outsider, this consultant does not have a full understanding of the short and long-term goals of the district. As a result, cuts have been overly severe and have had a negative impact on our schools.
Now we go and we send it to a group of people that are going to decide for us what is good for our kids. Most of them don't even know our kids, if they do even have kids in the school. So, I mean, that's something definitely that we can control, and I think as parents we should.
The consequence of any one failed budget may seem insignificant in the long run, yet the cumulative effect of year after year of failed budgets has severely impacted our schools. Last year, the state of New Jersey unexpectedly cut aid to the Cedar Grove School District by nearly $1.2 million, equaling 95% in cuts. This year, the state is providing Cedar Grove with only $244,000 in aid, leaving the schools nearly $1 million below previous levels. For towns like ours, the state has shifted virtually the entire burden of funding onto the local community taxpayers. Due to the almost total elimination of state aid and the additional cuts imposed by the town council as a result of last year's failed budget vote, 11 essential school positions were lost.
I am Cedar Grove. 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 I'm Cedar Grove. I am Cedar Grove.
We are Cedar Grove!
It can affect academics. When I say academics, we would have to cut teacher positions. And what does that mean? to the community? Larger class sizes.
The problem that we're having right now is we're growing so fast over at the middle school. We're the feeder system for both the elementary schools. So in turn, what we're doing is we're getting a high number of kids coming in every year, and at the same time, when we get those high numbers of kids, it's making class sizes a little bigger than they should be. If a defeated budget takes place, what's going to occur is we're going to lose some of those teachers, which is going to create even more of a larger class size.
A neighboring town of ours has a class size of 18. That's phenomenal. I mean, ours right now, I think currently is 22, 23.
I had heard when I came to Cedar Grove that the elementary school had a foreign language program, and then a few years ago that went away. So that was a little disappointing.
We would like to instead be looking at adding a world language from kindergarten through 12th grade and make it a consistent learning experience, not just 1 day a week or 2 days a week.
When budgets fail, the total athletic program suffers considerably. Coaches are cut, equipment is cut, kids who want to play the sport sometimes are not asked to play because their skill level is not there, and because we lose coaches, the development of skill level is not there.
We don't want to go to pay to play in sports. We don't want to go to half kindergarten classes.
Well, we've already lost middle school choir, and at one point, when a budget didn't pass, we lost freshman sports. But what's next?
The middle school kids have no program, no teacher to help feed them into the high school choral or band program. It's very limited at the middle school because of a position being cut.
We can't grow the programs we have, let alone expand on them, if we take additional steps backwards.
Our mathematics is something that we're not doing as well. So what you want to do is you want to begin to put your focus and your energy into the things that we need to improve. And currently, right now, with the class sizes we have and this way the schedule is set up, our math classes only get 42 minutes.
The average cost per pupil in Cedar Grove is $12,789. This is about $1,000 less than New Jersey's average cost per pupil of $13,860. The median teacher's salary in Cedar Grove is $56,200, while the median teacher's salary for all comparable districts in New Jersey is about $60,000. However, during these difficult economic times, salary adjustments need to be restricted and benefit contributions need to increase. In fact, all district employees will be paying at least 1.5% of their salary toward health costs. The current teacher's contract expires in June, and the Board of Education has begun intensive negotiations. There is no doubt that the teachers in our community are hardworking and dedicated professionals. They are committed to educating our youth and shaping their future. Teachers are important to our children, and they are important to Cedar Grove. The total amount of the proposed school budget raised from local taxes for the 2011-2012 school year is $23,192,250. This amount is within the required 2% cap. The cost to the average Cedar Grove home, assessed at $485,300, would be $75 per year or $6.25 per month. This is historically one of the lowest proposed tax increases in Cedar Grove.
It's a $75 investment in your child's future.
Our increases in our budget for this coming school year are specifically and emphatically in the world of academics. Our goal is to move forward and present a budget that is fiscally responsible, but at the same time, moving forward. Even though we want to maintain, our overall vision is to keep moving forward.
When I came to Cedar Grove, that the elementary school had a foreign language program, and then a few years ago that went away.
I'm afraid of what's going to happen to the numbers and the power of the program, the strength.
We'd have to cut teacher positions. And what does that mean? Larger class sizes.
A neighboring town of ours has a class size of 18. That's phenomenal. I mean, ours right now, I think currently is 22, 23.
Coaches are cut, equipment is cut.
As a principal, you want and you want and you want. This is a point of need at this moment.
It's a $75 investment in your child's future.
I'm just afraid What other educational programs are going to get cut if this budget fails?
You need to give these kids a competitive edge.
We can't afford to take any steps backwards in the academic arena. We cannot.
The vision that we have is that we need to continue moving forward in a positive direction and give all of our kids opportunities that are extracurricular, but bringing back our focus for academics.
Now you don't go out and vote. The budget fails. Now we go and we send it to a group of people that are going to decide for us what is good for our kids. Most of them don't even know our kids, if they do even have kids in the schools.
As the school system goes, so goes the community. We must maintain our critical investment in the Cedar Grove schools. Our children and our community depend on it. We must continue the progress and restore the pride.